So we do have a question from the audience. I've been an avid reader of literature related to sprints and decision-making processes. I'm genuinely curious about the particular nuances that has set Decision Sprint apart from the other existing works. Could you shed some light on the key differentiation or innovation perspectives that make your book a must-read for individuals seeking effective decision-making strategies? Well, I'll start, and then I'll let you come in. I think one of the things I really, really appreciated about the book as I was going through it, and Decision Sprint, here we are, is the focus on a mechanism, rather than, and they talk about this a lot at Amazon, right? Which is, don't rely on a person, don't rely on a particular leader, don't rely on, some genius coming out of the woodwork and getting it right. If you seriously want to create billion-dollar growth opportunities, and that's not the way to do it. You want mechanisms. And so I think one of the things I appreciated about the book was it's such a strong emphasis on that. So maybe I'll let you answer the question then.
No, I think that's a great point. I mean, usually sprint is used in a couple contexts, in the more on the creative stage of things, design sprints, which is very unconstrained, Rita, which is like, oh, what does good look like? And then, you start talking about, the ideal sort of customer journey. And that's great. You definitely want to start with that. But you need to start building in the constraints, and that actually should not make you stuck. That should be something where, you put you do the fact finding, you go through a reasoning process, you try and develop answers, or, kind of come up with some good perspective on some of those harder things to kind of tighten up and make the idea better and sharpen the idea. So typically in the design thinking approach, sometimes you miss that input as well, because that input comes from across the organization. And often you find in the design sprint, it's, 2 or 3 functions of a company, engineering or design or product management. But what about legal, compliance, regulatory, marketing, operations? I mean, when you miss that input, that's why your prototype sort of falls a bit short. So I'm trying to offer a way that I think is more inclusive, because when you start with the natural language, questions, answers, by the way, all that pairs very well with Gen AI. It is a much more natural way to collect input, so you don't have blind spots.